losing my absolute mind. There is a woman I came across as I'm sitting here knitting on TikTok. Hi, my name's Alexis. I like to knit. Her name is Brandy Hammond, or Blue Panties and Bourbon. She is reading her cheating deceased husband's emails and sharing them on TikTok with everyone. And I watched 2 of the videos, but I had to stop because I needed to not talk about this with somebody in a way to exploit this woman's life, because what she has experienced is horrible, but the sheer audacity of her husband is so impeccable to me in these videos that I just need to break this down with other people on the internet and really get to the bottom of this. Bless this woman's heart, because I cannot imagine what she is going through. I guess she got an email, or she got access to his email account somehow, and she started reading through some of the things that he was sending just a year ago. So this is all very new, and like, this is all recent for her to process. I am flabbergasted for her. I downloaded TikTok on my iPad just for this, because I have it pulled up right here. Oh my gosh. So I watched a couple of her videos, but I wanted to not react to them in a way of using this woman's tragedy as entertainment. React almost in a way of true real life sympathy for her, sharing her experience and everything she's gone through.
Hi, and welcome to Blue Panties and Bourbon, where generally I read my cheating deceased ex-husband's emails because I can't afford therapy. I've only been at this for a few days, like 4 or 5. I didn't really expect anybody to care or pay attention. But I have had a lot of questions about like our relationship, and did I know certain things, blah, I mean, what happened? So I think this is going to be boring. I don't think this is going to be as much fun as me reading the crazy ass shit that he wrote to people. But if you're actually really interested, I'll tell you, I don't know how to encapsulate 17 years of my life into less than 10 minutes, because much more than 10 minutes the internet does not want you to upload that. So anyway, let's see. The most common questions that I have been asked, let me answer that, has been, did I know anything? Did I suspect anything? When did I find out? Yada, 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 blah. So let's deal with that one first. Did I know or suspect anything? Yes, I did. The whole last year of 2024 that he was alive, from like January on, yes, I did. I had suspicions. He was going to visit one of his children in January, and I was helping him pack, and I was doing his laundry, and we were pulling out different bags and suitcases to figure out which would be the best, because everybody knows like air travel is terrible now. But in one of the backpacks he pulled down, he left it open, and in that backpack that he left open on the floor, there was a bag of toys that were not going to go in any geographical location that I would have agreed with them being put. So that was the first thing, and there was man panties, there was laundry. I'm like, the but I didn't say anything. Sent him off to his son, and
she didn't say anything.
We had a whole fight while he was there because I didn't want him to come home, because I was like, I know something's going on. And of course, it was all it's all in your head. You're just paranoid, so on and so forth. So segue, he came back in January, and then in the months that followed, again doing laundry, found man panties in his pocket, like these little mesh crotch things that just had like a little strip. It was like a mesh crotch, like straps. So it was like assless man panties, and then like a place for your junk to go. I found that in his pocket. He tried to convince me that was a jock strap, and I went, well, then where's the cup? And then I found lingerie on the floorboard of the car as I was loading groceries in. Again, I just brought it in. I mean, I'm not a hysterical person. I just brought it in. And just the same things like the man panties, I just put them out and was like, do you want to talk to me about this? Same thing with the lingerie. Do you want to talk to me about this? And this was actually in August. So this was literally maybe 6-8 weeks before he died, and just tried to have a conversation with him and was like, look, I mean, I'm just trying to be your friend. What's going on? What are you doing? Obviously you're doing something. There's obviously something going on.
Who's doing something?
I mean, we had already been sleeping in separate rooms. I mean, he skeeved me out. I mean, like, just being around him was like giving me the heebie-jeebies. But the house was mine, and he wouldn't leave, and he would play on my sympathies. He was 71. You can't just put me out, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, take your Social Security. You should get your Social Security. You're 71 years old. You should have taken it when you're 70. You don't get anything more after 70.
Doesn't he have kids?
They don't give you more money after 70. 70 is the cutoff. That's as much as you're ever going to get. So take it at 70. I'd actually begged him to take it at 67 during the pandemic, during COVID. So we weren't so strapped. I mean, because, we had our own business. We worked for ourselves. And I really, really wanted him to, like, take his Social Security back then. But my mom had passed away. We'd sold her house. So I had a good bit of money, so we ended up living off that money during the pandemic, during COVID, like, just to get us through. We were still seeing people, but having to be very careful, and a lot of people weren't coming in. And I'm a medical massage practitioner. I do corrective exercise therapy. He was a strength and conditioning specialist. I probably should have explained that earlier. So there was that. But what I found out, when I found out, by tossing his bookshelf while he was in the hospital, I found my lingerie, I found my panties, and I also found a lot of paperwork where he had not actually filed for his Social Security, and I couldn't understand that. Why would you not do that? Why wouldn't you have done that years ago? And the reason was, as I found through more paperwork, that he still owed his wife before me. I'm his third wife. His second wife, he still owed her like $75,000. And so he didn't want to file for his Social Security because they would have garnished his wages to pay her off. But if he'd have done it when, he was 67, then even if we had to lose that, which we didn't have it regardless, even if we had to lose that by 70, all of that would have been paid off and we'd have been fine. So I thought. But then I talked to another child of his first wife who informed me that, he'd owed his mom over $100,000. And so that was why he didn't have accounts in his name, and why everything was in my name, and all the bank accounts and all the credit cards, which he left me heavily in debt, all the while promising me everything was going to be fine because Social Security was going to come in, it was going to pay it all off. But it was all, everything about my life for the last 17 years has been a lie.
17 years.
So, did I know shit was going on? Yeah, but I did not know the gravity.
Oh, that's poor woman.
I knew he had tendencies. I knew he had ideologies, but I didn't know how much there was. And then, while he was in the hospital, going into his laptop and not just seeing like his own personal regular email with his name, but then an ancillary Yahoo email with a different name, and then finding yet another one of in Microsoft with another name. And
it's 3
I mean, if you just read what he wrote, and that's why I read what he wrote, it would seem like you were reading something from someone with a multiple personality disorder.
That's what it sounds like.
Now, I will say he did have multiple personality disorders, plural, but there's like a specific diagnosis of multiple personality disorder as opposed to multiple personality disorders, plural. I mean, and he was a malignant narcissist and had a whole lot of other, I mean, he was probably a borderline personality disorder. He definitely had a lot of problems, but I didn't see fulsomely until he was sick and dying and in the hospital, and I finally had a chance to be away from him where he wasn't compressing my space all the time, that I could think and breathe. One thing he used to say to me always is like, he never wanted me to go on trips by myself, because his complaint was every time you go on a trip away for a weekend or a few days, every time you come home, you want a divorce. Because I rested and I had some time to think, and I realized how.
If you're going away on a trip and your partner doesn't want you to, if your partner doesn't want you to go away alone on a trip because every single time you come back you want to split up with them or break up with them or get a divorce, in this scenario, chances are the relationship is already beyond a point of being fixed, like the damage is already done. And it just seems like this woman was gaining clarity and her husband just wanted to keep her in the dark in multiple situations, but I don't want to give my opinion too much. This is her story.
Fucked up my life was, and I wanted out, and I'd wanted out for years, but I couldn't get out. And the house was mine, and he played his weaknesses. It's a whole thing.
That's what narcissists do.
I hope this answered some of your questions. I'm culpable, I'm guilty, but I can also say I know that he kept me from rest, he kept me from sleeping. I'll get to the point in the emails where he's talking about hiding my underwear in cars outside of the house. And when you do something like that and you have several dogs, the dogs are up constantly running outside, finding out what's going on because they hear something in the yard. So he kept me awake for 17 years so that I couldn't sleep and I couldn't think and I could never rest and I couldn't put things together. Hopefully this answered some of your questions. Feel free to ask more, I'll answer them as I can.
This man knew exactly what he was doing, and she claims guilt or claims fault in this situation. I think that's easy to do, especially, I think many of us have been there where we are so in search of answers that we can start blaming ourselves for things or behaviors that we have let slide. But let's just not forget that at the end of the day, it is the person's choice to actively cheat on her. In this case, with multiple people will get there and keep her up at night, to keep her delirious and delusional. I don't see we're gonna continue.
Hi, welcome to Blue Panties and Bourbon, where I'm reading my cheating deceased husband's emails because I can't afford therapy. So we're moving on. We're on Monday, April 15th of 2024, so still just over a year ago. So here's David answering a post on Double List, and he writes, "Nice posts, nicer photos, some questions. Your marital status? Question. What are you looking for in a
double list.
woman? Nice booty plus, question mark. Are you local? If I am married, issue or not, your place or question mark, question mark, question mark.
Yes,
Also,
issue.
shy can be pretty cute. To which the person who put his real name in there, Aaron, replied, someone real would be nice. Why did he say, what are you looking for in a woman? So David replied, thank you. Thank you. I'm married and my husband is older by 20 years. I'm thinking through asking his support for an outside affair since he cannot perform in bed, or just having an affair without him knowing. We have fantasized about me with a younger fit man, but taken no action. B. So he's pretending to be me. Fuck. Aaron says, but I'm looking for real life, just a lot of fakes and stuff, and I'm 42, so not young, LOL. I assure you I had no idea about this. To which David replies, all good. I'm Michael BTW, Israeli. Just realized I forgot to warn you, most Americans see it only as a man's name. It is not. Motherfucker.
This man is... This man is creating multiple fake emails and pretending to be his much younger wife. I think in one of her videos, she said he was around 71, and he's lied multiple times to multiple people on these websites, I guess. I've never heard of these, and I want to look them up so bad, but I'm really afraid of what my data tracker is gonna think of me. I'm at a loss for words. We've found out now that he's gone through 3 wives. She's his 3rd wife. I could only imagine what the stories that these other women have. Okay. I need to see another video.
Welcome back to Blue Panties and Bourbon, where I am reading the emails of my cheating deceased ex-husband because I can't afford therapy. So this is only, I guess there was some conversation that went on before this. It was also off Double List. This is from June 18th, 2024, so just over a year ago.
That must be the website.
A few months before he died. So my husband wrote to somebody, you mean a smooth, hot ass like mine? And the person replied, I can barely make out the pic. Are you able to post? Oh God, this dude actually put his real name and email address.
This is the second man. What is
Hey,
these
Cleve.
men?
His name's Cleve. I won't say his last name. His full name and email. I'm so tempted to email these people. I swear to God.
She should.
Because this was just from a year ago. Anyway,
would.
I can barely make out the pic. Are you able to host? Starting Friday, this was my husband's response. Starting Friday through Sunday, yes. Cleve writes back, how old are you? My husband writes back, 53, too old. He was 71. He was not 53. So Cleve says, I see. I would honestly have to see a full, clear pic of your entire ass or see you in person. 53 is a bit older than what I'm looking for unless that ass is on point, and that's my main concern. God, the romance. To which my husband replied, no offense taken, totally get it about my age. To which Cleve said, what side of town are you on? He told him exactly where we were, Forest Acres. The end. Don't know what happened there. But this dude, like, has his full name and his AOL, which I'm 53. I have an AOL. I mean, I have a Gmail, but I mean, if you've got an AOL, yes, it's pretty old too. So I think Cleve shouldn't be judging on that one.
Cleve.
Anyway, we're gonna move right along.
The verbiage in some of these emails is truly taking my breath away. That was posted a week ago. So, okay, this video has 1.5 million views, so I'm gonna watch this one next. I haven't seen every single one of her videos, and I don't wanna make this video 10 hours long, so if you wanna go find her channel and watch all of her videos for yourself, please do. Hopefully it will gain and generate this woman some income for some therapy if that's what she's seeking, which I would desperately need in that situation.
Hi, and welcome back to Blue Panties and Bourbon, where I read my cheating ex-husband's emails to the people he was trying to cheat on me with because I can't afford therapy. All right, so today we are reading one from June 17th, 2024. If you find another one where I'm in this same shirt, this is the same day he was writing to another guy. I mean, he was cheating on me like it.
We just saw that video. She's wearing the same shirt.
Was a job. So anyway, he's writing in response to this person's double list ad, and he says, I feel like we should at least communicate some to gauge connection. I fit every criteria you wrote about. I want what you want. I fit your description of who you'd like. I'm 55. No, lie. He was 71. Married white male. Well, he was honest about that. 7 inches cut. Now, this is the one that baffles me, because in different, like, answers, he changes the size of his. I'm honestly baffled by, because sometimes he says he's 7, sometimes he says 7.5, sometimes he says 8, but he kind of goes up and down that 1-inch scale, and I don't get it.
I'm baffled.
Anyhow,
but it's being
verse
mentioned.
bottom, I don't know what that means. If somebody wants to enlighten
I'm
me.
sorry, what?
Is it versatile? Because in different, like, answers, he changes the size of his, which I'm honestly baffled by, because sometimes he says he's 7, sometimes he says 7.5, sometimes he says 8, but he kind of goes up and down that 1-inch scale, and I don't get it. Anyhow, verse bottom, I don't know what that means.
What does
If
that
somebody
mean?
wants to enlighten me, is it versatile?
I'm gonna check the comments so I can be enlightened too. I feel like I know what it. Oh my gosh. The comment section never fails, never ceases to amaze me. Okay. Verse bottom is definitely what I thought it was. The top comment has proven it to me. I don't want to get lost in these comments, but I have to scroll. Excuse me, at 71, that's exactly what I'm thinking. This guy, at his age, is doing a lot more than most men his age, at least from what I've heard. Oh my gosh, one of the comments said, why did he have so much energy at 71? And the creator responded, and dying, actively dying. Like, seriously, what the fuck? Cheated on me 3 weeks before dropping dead. She posted that 3 days ago. A verse bottom pretty much means you pitch and catch, but mostly catch. Thank you. Okay. We got our answers. I'm leaving the comment section and continuing on this video. Why am I like sweating right now? Oh my god.
Who loves oral kissing and has prostate easily when penetrated. He loves to brag about that. I mean, loves to brag about that. I'm 5'11". No, he was like 5'9". And weigh 184.
Yeah.
So no.
I blacked out after. Okay.
33-inch waist. No. 44-inch chest. Maybe. Bubble, muscular butt, swimmer's build. Also, no. I mean, he was 71 years old. He had a dad bod. He had a belly. I mean, it was like a melon. You could thump that thing. And it was more like 36, 37 if it had been around his belly button. But as long as he kept his, waistband around his hips, okay, he could still squeeze into a 33 with a button screening. But whatever. He sucked it in a lot on his pictures. Anyway, I'm told I'm pretty easy on the eyes. I am DDF, that's disease drug free, is that what that is? Tested and will test again. Last was 2 months ago.
Or DTF.
I'd like one guy to be sexual with. I'd want us to be both DDF so we could play however we wanted without anxiety about safety. I like a lot of different male body types, and in bed for me, it's more about your passion than having a great body. Write me, please. Your ad was very appealing and unique. To which the answer was from someone named Rick. This is another one. I'm assuming maybe it's not his real name. Rick's. Anyway, he says, you're the first one I didn't scare away when I mentioned getting tested. I totally agree that if we can get past that part and know each other is clean, it will really ease the anxiety with that, and we could relax and enjoy each other to the fullest. I agree it's all about the passion, something I crave always. I think we should meet. Are you local? Do you have certain times of your availability? To which my husband wrote back, also June 17th, 2024. Hey Rick, thanks for the reply. I usually have a pretty flexible schedule, and yes, I'm local to Columbia. This week is a bit unusual because I'm at a conference out of state until Friday. Why? What was really true was I was home. What would work on your end as far as meeting goes? Thanks, David. Oh, he put his real name in there, but this is what I love. So he puts his real name in there because his name is David, but his account on Double List was Michael.
What happened to
cover
Rick?
there, dude? Oh, so here he sends another email. So this is still David. Hey, this is an afterthought email. Please read my earlier to answer your questions. I'm writing you to share a bit more about what I seek in a guy at the risk of maybe having you say, no, I'm not interested. But I don't want either of us to waste time, so it's better to tell you. This should be fun, gang. I'm not interested in causing harm to anyone's marriage. Okay, so Rick's married. But I do want a guy that for the time that we are together, whether it's an hour or overnight, I can be 100% passionate with. Meaning for me, giving him long sessions, giving him full body massages, both regular and erotic, kissing, touching, me being vocal. Here, that man was quiet in bed. He was very quiet in bed. He didn't like to talk, nothing. So apparently he was very different with the men he was with. And totally giving him my ass. Alrighty. I have not had a lot of male lovers. He'd been at this for 8 years by now. So I have not had a lot of male love. Oh my God, is he going total simp? But I've learned that some men just get uncomfortable when their lover offers passion to them. I want one guy to be with who is comfortable with all that and knows I'm not trying to screw up his marriage by giving him the passion we may both be missing. And I did not say before, discretion is honored 100%. As far as meeting goes, we can split hotel costs when I can't host. All my best, David.
Oh my gosh. The way my heart is pounding right now, I am so taken aback. He is so adamant on not wanting to ruin a marriage when he is actively married, pretending to be his wife in certain scenarios, and in other scenarios pretending to be a much younger version of himself. The fact that she can read these and share these and post these on the internet, she has great strength. Can I even put some of this stuff? I'm gonna have to bleep out a lot of this, I'm sure, because this is just so vulgar and so expressive. If you want to hear what they actually are saying, again, you can go watch her videos and support her by giving her the views and hopefully generating her income.
Apparently he never got an answer because on June 18th, it says, looks like you quickly lost interest. That's unfortunate, but like I said, neither one of us wants to waste time, so best wishes and good luck in your search. Wah, wah.
Seems like he didn't get what he was searching out for. I truly am speechless and reminded almost daily of the different types of characters and people that we come across and interact with in this world. This was his third wife. She married him thinking she could trust him. And it's not just the younger generations, because he was 71 and still getting his freak on with plenty of older men. So anyone can fall victim to this situation. My heart and my sympathies are with her. I hope she is healing. I hope she finds healing through sharing her stories online with us. I'm gonna sit here and watch the rest of the videos she has posted. She has a good amount posted right now. She has 17 videos up. So if you want to go scroll through them, they're up there. I don't even know what to say. If you watch this video, please take care of yourself and just be careful with who you marry and who you get to know out there, because there's some scary people in this world. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I will see you guys next time. Ugh, this poor woman.